Hello, good morning, all of you. Welcome in this class again. Today, again, I am going to start a new topic of derivative topic and derivative chapter. In the previous class, I have already discussed chain rule related problems, but in this class, we mainly discuss some complex problem which is relevant to a chain rule. First of all, in this class, I want to start interchange of the dependent and independent variable. You can see in your books, and next topic will be interchange of the dependent and independent variable. Because sometimes actually this concept is used in the last topic, but if you wish, I can leave here and I will again discuss when I am dealing those problems which is related to this theoretical portion. So I think without wasting time, I want to start some good problems or some complex problems which is relevant to chain rule. Actually, in the previous class, I have discussed very well about chain rule and relevant complex problems. But in this class, we mainly discuss those problems, and that means new pattern problems and some complex problems. And I have again repeated that fact that point. First of all, take near formula nodes. That means first of all, take near all those formula related nodes. That helps to you, because when I am writing, if you see your all formula during solving separate, you will not give separate time to remember all those formula. So I think now I am start. First problem will be differentiate the following function with respect to x. Everywhere it is related. Actually, I want to again tell you, in your books there are many methods, there are many procedures through which it differentiate complex functions. But I always suggest to you, you always try to solve all those problems by my methods, by which I solve all those problems. First of all, see here, differentiate the following function with respect to x. First will be, all these problems are very simple. First will be, write here, differentiate, if you wish I want to write the following function with respect to x. You have to differentiate all these functions with respect to x, and I will always choose some problems in each. For example, here in example 2 there are several problems, but I will not discuss each and every examples. I will take only those problems which is very easy, which is complex and very lengthy. First of all, I take in first case I want to discuss all patterns problem. Suppose that y is equal to, given that 4x cube minus 5x square plus 1 whole to the power 4. Here this is the function which has been differentiated with respect to x. Suppose that this is equal to y. Suppose that y is equal to this function. Now you have to differentiate this function with respect to x. How can you differentiate? Simply, I have already told you in which formula pattern it follows. In which formula pattern it follows, then you will get this is just like y is equal to x to the power n, where in place of x whole this term is given. In place of x whole this term is given. If this term is supposed just as k, in that case it will be y is equal to k to the power 4. Definitely it will as it. That means this as this formula. Now I want to tell you, as you know that in the earlier class I have repeated many and many times, so I always tell you, when any function is given, first of all you have to compare with respect to given formula, and then after you have to start and use my logics. Here y is equal to x to the power n. If any function is this form, in that case, if you want to differentiate this function, then only you differentiate with respect to x then you can write directly n into x to the power n minus 1. Take, remember it. Here x to the power, if there is x to the power n, then there should be x. In that case, you can write it will be n into x to the power n minus 1. Now, according to question, you can write here differentiating on both sides with respect to x. That implies that after differentiating on both sides with respect to x, it will be dy dx, and it will be derivative of 4x cube minus 5x square plus 1 whole to the power 4 with respect to x. Now, if you differentiate this function with respect to x, then there is no any formula that gives its result directly. So in that case, you have to first of all use this concept about which I already told. This is in which form function? X to the power n. Then, if it is in the form of x to the power n, then it can be differentiated only in that case when there will be x. So here, suppose that for 1 second, I want to suppose it k. In that case, it will be k to the power 4. As you know that k to the power 4 can be differentiated only in that case when there will be k. So I want to take forcefully in denominator portion k. Actually, this is a logics or this is a clue, not a concept. Only for convenience, I want to take or suppose this is dx as a numerator or denominator, is it is not a numerator or denominator. Now, so I want to write here d derivative of 4x cube minus 5x square plus 1 whole to the power 4 with respect to which? 4x cube minus 5x square plus 1. Why do we take? Because suppose that this is k. In that case, k to the power 4 is only differentiated with respect to k after comparing in this formula. Now, this term has taken here forcefully, so you need also take in numerator. In that case, it will be 4x cube minus 5x square plus 1. Now, can you differentiate all this function with respect to x? Yes, I can differentiate. So, I want to write dx. Now, I want to again tell you, this dx is this dx, not a separate term. Only for convenience, I have said to you this dx is this dx means that this function can be differentiated with respect to x. So I have taken here dx. Or not, suppose that this function cannot be differentiated with respect to x. Then if this function is differentiated with respect to another function, then you have to take here that function. And thereafter again in final denominator you have to take dx. Now you can check here, this is both term is equal. Is above and below terms is same? Yes, because this term cancel. In that case, only becomes remains this term and this term. I think both is same. Now, suppose that this is k to the power 4. Then in that case, it will be k. As you know that k to the power 4 can be differentiated with respect to k. In that case, it will be k to the power 4 with respect to k will be 4 into k to the power 3 minus 1. That 4 minus 1. That will be 4 into k to the power 3. So it will be 4 into what is k? K means that 4x cube minus 5x square plus 1 whole to the power 3. That means 3 into. Now you have to differentiate it with respect to x. As you know that 4 is a constant, you can take out, and derivative of x to the power 3 will be 3x square. Now you have to multiply 4 into 3x square. So it will be 12x square minus. Here 5x square, as you know that derivative of x square will be 2x minus 5 into 2, that will be 10x plus 1. Derivative of 1 will be 0, so you can leave it. And this is your required answer of this problem. I think you understand very well. Now again I want to take next problem of this topic. I think you understand very well. All these problems are very easy. That you can understand all these problems. Now I want to take next problem. Second problem again. Second, y is equal to root under 1 plus x square. In your problem there is no given y. I have supposed let y is equal to root under 1 plus x square. You can suppose anything. Let. In that case, differentiating, you have to write here differentiating on both sides with respect to x. In that case, you will get, after differentiating on both sides with respect to x, you will get dy dx, which will be root under derivative of root under 1 plus x square with respect to x. Now, as you know that you cannot differentiate this function with respect to x directly. Now, I want to again tell you, can you tell me in which formula it meets its form, with which formula it meets? You can tell me. It is just like a root under x with respect to x, whose formula will be 1 upon 2 root under x. Now, I want to tell you, if you see in this formula, then you will tell me, sir, root under x is only differentiated with respect to x. That means this x is taken here. So now, if suppose that this term is single term, suppose that 1 plus x square is a single term y or z. Suppose that 1 plus x square is equal to z. In that case, this will be root under z. If this will be root under z, then root under z can be differentiated only with respect to z. So now I want to tell you again, here 1 plus x square is equal to z. So there should be root under 1 plus x square. Here root under, suppose that this is z, then it will be root under z. As you know that root under z is only differentiated with respect to x, where z is equal to what? 1 plus x square. So now I again tell you, can you write here this term y, because this term can be differentiated only with respect to this term. So now again, now I have taken here forcefully. So now I want to manage it. So here I have taken here again. Now can we differentiate 1 plus x square with respect to x? Yes. Now division. Now again, root under 1 plus x square with respect to derivative of root under 1 plus x square with respect to 1 plus x square will be 1 upon 2 root x. So it will be 1 upon 2 root under 1 plus x square into, what can you tell me? Derivative of 1 plus x square with respect to x. Derivative of 1 with respect to x will be 0, and so I want to leave them, and derivative of x square with respect to x will be 2x. So 2 cancel, and its final answer will be x upon root under 1 plus x square. This is your answer. Now I again tell again next example for you. Next example will be third. Here given that y is equal to x plus root under x square plus 1 whole to the power n. This is nothing only form of x to the power n. Suppose that this term is equal to capital X, then in that case it becomes x to the power n. So it can be differentiated only with respect to capital X, where capital X is equal to what? Whole this term. That means in bracket whole this term. Now I want to write here. First of all, you have to write here differentiating here. You have to write here differentiating on both sides with respect to x. You will get dy dx is equal to derivative of x plus root under x square plus 1 whole to the power n with respect to x. As you know that you cannot differentiate this function with respect to x directly. So now can you write here derivative of x plus root under x square plus 1 whole to the power n only differentiated with respect to x plus root under x square plus 1. Why? I have taken here. This is a good problem, so I want to solve this. Now, as you know that the bracketed whole terms is suppose that capital X. In that case, capital X to the power n is only differentiated with respect to x, capital X. As you know that capital X is taken in denominator forcefully, so now you have to manage it by taking numerator. Now, as you know that I want to take it here, derivative of x plus root under x square plus 1 with respect to x. Now I want to tell you again this is capital X, I have supposed already. Now can you tell me derivative of capital X to the power n with respect to capital X will be what? N into capital X to the power n minus 1, where capital X is equal to what? X plus root under x square plus 1. So can I write here x plus root under x square plus 1 whole to the power n minus 1 into n. Can I write here? I think you understand very well. Now here there is two terms in sum. in sum there is two terms. What is the derivative of x with respect to x? That will be 1. I think you understand. And what is the derivative of this term with respect to x? Now I want to tell you again. As you know that I can differentiate x with respect to x directly because it is in the sum form, and in some form you have to separately differentiate each term. So this term individually differentiated with respect to x, in that case it will be 1. Now I want to tell you, can you differentiate directly with respect to x? No, you cannot differentiate directly root under x square plus 1 with respect to x. You cannot differentiate. Then in that case you will tell me, sir, how can you give me right? If you have lot of practice, in that case you can write directly, I will tell you. But as you know that this is your starting point, so you cannot solve directly. Now I will tell you, I think this is first problem. This is your, in this class I have already discussed this problem. So you can solve separately, or in second range you can also solve. If you wish, you can solve a outer part of this board, that means remains part of board, and can I write this part? Now I want to write again. This will be n into x plus root under x square plus 1 whole to the power n minus 1 into, now this will be what? 1 plus. Can you differentiate with respect to x? No. In that case, first of all, you have to differentiate root under x square plus 1 with respect to only x square plus 1. Again, you have to differentiate x square plus 1 with respect to x, about which I have already told you many times. And in this class, first problem will be same problem. Now, you have to write again here. N into x plus root under x square plus 1 whole to the power n minus 1 into, can you write here 1 plus, what is the, suppose that this is a k. This problem is solved in already, so I want to again discuss it. Suppose that this is k, in that case it will be root under k, and root under k is only differentiated with respect to k, which will be 1 upon 2 root k, so it will be 1 upon 2 root under k. In place of k, I have taken here x square plus 1 into, and derivative of x square plus 1 will be what? 2x. So 2 to cancel, and remains term will be this term. So finally will be n into x plus root under x square plus 1 whole to the power n minus 1 into, now here will be 1 plus x by root under x square plus 1. I think you understand very well. Again I want to tell you, can I have this part? N into x plus root under x square plus 1 whole to the power n minus 1 into, now I want to take its LCM. After taking LCM, it will be root under x square plus 1, and here it will be root under x square plus x. After taking LCM, you will get root under x square plus 1, and after manipulating it, you will get root under x plus 1 plus x, which will be your next step. Finally, you will get this is whole to the power 1, and this is whole to the power n minus 1. In that case, both is same term in a multiplication, so you can power add. After adding power n minus 1 plus 1, that will be what? And because 1 and 1 cancel each other. Finally, you will get x plus root under x square plus 1 whole to the power n into 1 upon root under x square plus 1. This is your required answer. Sometimes in your books, it may write as it n into y. This is y. Why? Because problem is same. This is what? Y. If in this problem given that y is equal to this term, then you can write n times y by root under x square plus 1. In the next problem, I will solve a same pattern problem, but don't write it. This is your actual answer of this problem. I think you understand very well. This is good problem for you. Now again I want to write next problem for you, because there are several problems. All problems are very nice, so I want to solve most of the problems. I want to again take problem 4. Here let y is equal to root under a square minus x square divided by a square plus x square, divided by a square plus x square. Now I want to tell you See here. Now I want to tell you how can you differentiate. First of all, right here, differentiating on both sides with respect to x, you will get dy dx is equal to derivative of a square minus x square. Sorry, derivative of a square minus a square plus x square with respect to x. First of all, write simply. Do not think anything about it. Now I want to tell you, this is what? This is root under something. In root, suppose that this is capital X again. In that case, it will be root under x. As you know that root under x is only differentiated with respect to x. So I want to tell you again. First of all, write here a square derivative of a root under a square minus x square, but a square upon x square with respect to which term? Same term. That means a square minus, only remove root, a square plus x square. Again, as you know that this term has taken forcefully, so now I want to manage it by taking in numerator. So derivative of a square minus x square divided by a square plus x square with respect to which term? X. Can you differentiate this term with respect to x? Yes. Now you can again tell me, sir, how can you differentiate this term with respect to x? Because it is quotient function. Using quotient rule, you can differentiate directly. Quotient rule tells me, first of all take this term outer and differentiate this term as a multiplication. Again take minus and take this term and differentiate this term, and finally you will take whole square of denominator. This is the rule of second quotient rule. Now I want to tell you, this is root x. And I have supposed this term capital X, in that case it will be root under x. As you know that root under x is only differentiated with respect to capital X. So it will be 1 upon 2 into root under 1 upon 2 root under 1 a square minus x square, a square minus x square upon a square plus x square. I think you understand. Again into. Now this is a quotient rule. In quotient rule, I have already told you, I will not wish to write each and every step. Sometimes I will jump, but if you have time and you can directly write. Now I want to tell you, according to I want to go according to quotient rule. As you know that in quotient rule, I have already told you, if y is equal to f by g, fx by gx, and in that case dy dx will be, you have to take gx outer side and differentiate fx with respect to x minus, again take fx outer side and differentiate with respect to x and in denominator it will be gx whole square. Here g dash x मतलब derivative of gx with respect to x, f dash x मतलब derivative of fx with respect to x. Now I want to tell you, first of all take here a square plus x square in numerator and differentiate this term. As you know that, I want to again tell you, in whole chapter except x and y, in whole chapter except x and y are variable, otherwise all terms are constant. So here a is constant. In this chapter, except x and y, all these terms are constant. So here x is variable, y is variable, but a is constant, a square is constant. If a and a square is constant, in that case its derivative will be 0. And correspondingly, you have to also remember another point also. If in a calculus, whole calculus, that means in derivative, integration, all the chapter, if there is no mention in a log, this is extra point. Suppose that there is log x. As you know that in class 10th, if there is no mention, then you understand here base is 10. Here base is 10. But in calculus chapter in class 12, if base is not mentioned, you always understand yourself there will be base x. Suppose suppose that there is written log x, then you have to understand yourself there will be log x to the base in whole calculus. Have you understood? Be careful about it, because there are many students who confuse during solving problems. Now I want to take here outer side a square plus x square. and differentiate this term. If you differentiate this term, derivative of a square will be 0 and derivative of minus x square will be minus 2x. So I want to write minus 2x. Again that minus using formula minus. And now second part will be take out fx, which will be a square minus x square, and differentiate the gx with respect to x. Now if you differentiate this term with respect to x, then derivative of a square will be 0 and derivative of x square will be 1, 2x. And in denominator you have to take a square of the denominator. What is the term in denominator? A square plus x square. So its a square will be 1. A square plus x square whole square, which is your final answer. But this is not your final answer. Go one step again, such that your answer will be in simplest form. I want to rub this part and see again here. Can you take here common 2x? After taking 2x common, you will get whole term will be 1 upon 2 into, after taking 2x common, you will get 1 upon 2 into root under a square minus x square divided by a square plus x square. As you know that, and here 2x, if you take 2x common, you will get minus a square minus x square, minus a square minus x square, and there is also minus, so it will be minus a square minus plus x square. There will be minus a square minus plus x square divided by a square plus x square whole to the power 2. Now I want to tell you again, here x square cancel and 2 to cancel. Finally you will get minus a square minus 2a square, and there will be minus 2a square x divided by, here this is in a ratio form, so can you write it root under a square minus x square into, here it is a square plus x square whole to the power 2, and there is a square plus x square power whole to the power 1. Root means what? 1 upon 2, and here there is given a square plus x square whole to the power 2. Now can you write it is in quotient form? In that case power is subtracted because base is same, so it will be minus 2a square x divided by root under a square minus x square into, there will be a square plus x square, 2 minus 1 upon 2, 2 minus 1 upon 2, which will be 2 minus 1 upon 2, that means 3 by 2, which is your final answer of this problem. I think you understand very well. Again take next problem for you, and next problem is very easy. I think you can solve it. Still I want to solve so that you understand very well and you can solve your whole exercise. Next problem will be here, y is equal to see fifth y is equal to 1 upon a square minus x to the power 3 whole to the power 3 by 2. Can you differentiate with respect to x directly? Yes. It is as very right here. Differentiating. First of all, I want to tell you, write it in this form because I have already told you in previous class. Try to write it in this form. Can you write? Yes. Now I want to tell you, this is in which formula? This is nothing. This is just as x to the power n. This is just as x to the power n. If this is in terms of x to the power n, then you have to differentiate this term only with respect to which? Capital X. Now I want to write here, differentiating on both sides with respect to x, you will get dy dx is equal to derivative of s square minus x to the power 3 whole to the power minus 3 with respect to x. That implies that dy dx is equal to derivative of a square minus x to the power 3 whole to the power minus 3 by 2 with respect to which term? A square minus x to the power 3. Now for balancing you have to take a square minus x to the power x to the power 3 derivative of it, and with respect to which? X. Can you differentiate with respect to x? Yes, it is very easy. Now I want to again tell you what is the derivative of this term. As you know that this is in which form? X to the power minus 3 by 2. According to formula, this will be minus 3 by 2 into x to the power minus 3 by 2 minus 1. Simply I have used here formula. Thereafter it will be minus 3 by 2 into x to the power what? Minus 5 by 2. So can you write here? It will be minus 3 by 2 into a square minus x to the power 3 whole to the power minus 5 by 2 into here, as you I have already told you, except at x and y all terms are constant. So all terms are constant, so a square is constant. If a square is constant, then its derivative will be 0. So I do not like to write here, and derivative of minus x2, which will be minus 3x square, and minus minus plus 3 3 is 9, 9 by 2 x square into s square minus x to the power 3 whole to the power minus 5 by 2. So can I write here 9x square into 9 by 2 x square, 9 by 2 x square into a square minus x to the power 3, a square minus x to the power 3 whole to the power minus 5 by 2, which is your required answer of this problem. I think you understand very well. Again I want to take next problem for you, which will be problem 6 for you. See here again. One second. See next problem for you. Problem 6. Problem 6. Here there is given that suppose that y is equal to root under x and x cube plus 2 whole to the power 1 by 3. This is your next problem 6. You have to differentiate with respect to x again. Now how can you differentiate it? Simply write here, differentiating on both sides with respect to x. Differentiating on both sides with respect to x. In that case you will get, can you write it, dy dx is equal to root under, derivative of root under x into x cube plus 2 whole to the power 1 by 3 with respect to x. Can you write here? That implies that, as you know that in which form it is written, in product form. As you know that product form is y is equal to fx into gx. If you have to differentiate on both sides with respect to x, then you have to take gx outer side and differentiate fx with respect to x. Again minus plus take fx as outer side and differentiate gx with respect to x. Similarly, can I write here that implies that first of all take this term outer side, that means x2 plus 2 whole to the power 3 with respect to root under x with respect to x plus here. Now I want to take root under x outer side and differentiate next term with respect to x. Can you differentiate with respect to x? I think understand very well. That implies that this is dy dx. That implies that x2 plus 2 whole to the power 1 by 3 into derivative of root x with respect to x will be what? 1 upon 2 root x. I have already told about it, plus root under x into, can you differentiate? Suppose that x2 plus 2 is equal to capital X. Suppose that x2 plus 2 is equal to capital X. In that case, it will be capital X whole to the power 1 by 3. As you know that this term cannot differentiate directly with respect to small x. It can only differentiate in form of formula with respect to capital X. So can I differentiate here x2 plus 2 whole to the power 1 by 3 with respect to x2 plus 2 into derivative of, again you have to again differentiate x2 plus 2 with respect to x. I think you understand very well. Now that implies that, or you write simply equality sign, don't write it, imply that. Now it will be 1 upon 2 root x into x cube plus 2 whole to the power 1 by 3 plus root under x into. Now what is the derivative of this term? As you know that I have supposed this term capital X, capital derivative of capital X whole to the power 1 by 3 with respect to capital X will be what? Use formula. What is formula? I have already told you derivative of x to the power n with respect to x will be n into x to the power n minus 1, where n is equal to 1 upon 3. So it will be n, that means 1 upon 3 into x to the power 1 minus 1, that means x to the power 1 by 3 minus 1, which will be 1 upon 1. That will be 1 upon 3 into x to the power 1, x to the power 1 by 3 minus 1, which will be minus 2 by 3. So can you write here directly x cube plus 2 whole to the power minus 2 by 3? You can write as it into derivative of 3x, derivative of x cube plus 2 will be what? derivative of x cube with respect to x will be 3x square and derivative of 2 will be 0. So this is your final answer. I think you understand very well. Now I want to take next problem, which is your last of this problem number 1. See here. Here there is given that y is equal to root under x square plus 1 minus x divided by root under x square plus 1 plus x. Already you have told, already we have solved both pattern problem separately, but here it is only taken as a question form. Otherwise everything is same. Now I want to solve it. Let y is equal to root under x square plus 1 minus x divided by root under x square plus 1 plus x. Now it tells you differentiating on both sides with respect to x, you will get dy dx derivative of root under x square plus 1 minus x divided by root under x square plus 1 plus x. We will apply, first of all, this is in which form? Quotient form. That means quotient form. So you have to use firstly formula of quotient rule, which will be, first of all, take denominator outer side, that means root under x square plus 1 plus x, and differentiate this term. Differentiate numerator with respect to x. If you differentiate numerator, that means derivative of root under x square plus 1 minus x with respect to x minus. Again take numerator outer side, that means derivative of root under x square plus 1 minus x and derivative of denominator, that means derivative of root under x square plus 1 plus x with respect to x. I think you understand very well. Divided by what? Whole square of denominator, that means root under x square plus 1 plus x, that means whole square. I think you understand very well. Now again I want to tell you, I will not write always each and every step. Sometimes I will jump, but you try to write each step. And sometimes I will do many steps orally. Now I want to write again here. Can you take here equalities and first of all this term take outer side root under x square plus 1 plus x into. Can you differentiate this term with respect to x? No. This term cannot differentiate with respect to x. Again differentiate this term with respect to x. Yes, this term can be differentiated with respect to x because derivative of x with respect to x will be 1. But how can you differentiate root under x square plus 1 with respect to x? Now, either write here a step or you can write in a rough page, or you can do it orally because you have done a lot of problems practice here. Now I want to explain it so that you can understand. Now here you have to write what do you know? You have to write. I want to write so that it becomes easy for you. Derivative of root under x square plus 1 with respect to x. First of all write here. Again write minus derivative of x with respect to x. Using which formula? Addition and subtraction rule, in which I have already told you. You have to separately, if any function, if there are more than 2 or 3 functions and it is expressed in sum or addition form, sum or subtraction form, in that case, during derivation, that means derivative, during finding the derivative of given function, you have to take in same form, that means in similar form, in addition or subtraction, only individually differentiate all terms. And I have already here discussed, and derivative of root under x square with respect to x minus derivative of x with respect to x minus. Again, first of all take root under x square plus 1 minus x and derivative of this term with respect to x. Similarly, here you have to write derivative of root under x square plus 1 with respect to which term? X square plus 1 into derivative of x square plus 1 with respect to x plus derivative of x with respect to x. here it is written, here it has written derivative of root under x square plus 1 with respect to x square plus 1. Again here I have taken derivative of x square plus 1 with respect to x plus dx divided by whole square of denominator x square plus 1 plus x whole square. I think you understand very well. Now again right here, for you I have only written a step, otherwise I will jump. Now I want to tell you, can you write root under x square plus 1 plus x? Now there is derivative of root under x square plus 1 cannot be differentiated with respect to x. So I want to differentiate first of all with respect to x square plus 1. Again here fortunately you have to differentiate the derivative of x square plus 1 with respect to x. I think you understand, due to space I have written in inclined form. Now derivative of root under x square plus derivative of root under x square plus 1 with respect to x square plus 1 will be 1 upon 2 root under x square plus 1. Can you write into derivative of again x square plus 1 with respect to x will be 2x. There is minus sign, minus derivative of x with respect to x will be 1. Minus again right here derivative right here root under x square plus 1 minus x. Derivative of root under x square plus 1 with respect to x square plus 1 will be 1 upon 2 root under x square plus 1. So can you write here 1 upon 2 root under x square plus 1. Derivative of x square plus 1 with respect to x will be 2x. Will be 2x. Derivative of x with respect to x will be 1. I think you understand. And there is also a term in denominator. So I want to rub this part and write part of denominator, which will be root under x square plus 1 plus x whole square. I think you understand. Again I want to tell you, here 2 to cancel, again 2 to cancel. Now here it will be, is it visible in the below part right here? Root under x square plus 1 plus x into, can you take here, this is 1 upon root under x square plus 1, this is 1 upon 1. After taking LCM you will get root under x square plus 1 and finally you will get 1 minus root under x square plus 1. Can you write here 1 minus root under x square plus 1 divided by root under x square plus 1. I think you understand. Minus here root under x square plus 1 root under x square plus 1 minus x into, here 2 to cancel, it will be x upon root under, sorry there is also x, by mistake I have forgotten it, x, there is also x, so it will be x upon x plus root under x square plus 1 divided by root under x square plus 1 divided by whole denominator, by which term? Root under x square plus 1 plus x whole square. Can you write root under x square plus 1 x square plus 1 plus x whole square. I think you understand very well. Now I want to tell you another point. I want to rub this part quickly. Now see here, it will be root under x square plus 1 plus x. There is also root under x square plus 1 plus x. Can you take common in both terms? Can you take common in both terms? Here you will get after taking minus in it. After taking minus in it, you will get after taking minus in both terms. If you take here minus this term here, and you will get x plus root under x square plus 1, and after including minus in this term, you will get minus. Can I here this term, when you take this minus in it, it will be plus, it will be minus, plus, it will be minus. So x minus root under x square plus 1, x minus root under x square plus 2. Can you take common root x plus root under x square plus 1, x plus root under x minus root under x square plus 1 in both terms? After taking common, you will get x plus root under x square plus 1 into x minus root under x square plus 1 divided by, in denominator you get what? X plus root under x square plus 1 whole square. After taking both term common, you will get 1 upon root under x square plus 1 minus 1 upon plus 1 upon root under x square plus 1 again. You will get this term only. I think you understand. Now after adding you will get what is the value of this term? A plus b into a minus b form. So after multiplication it will be a minus square minus b square. So it will be x square minus root under x square plus 1 whole square. So it will be x square minus x square plus 1, and then you will get x square should cancel and it will be minus 1. So can you write here minus 1? And it will be 1. This term will be 2 upon, that means 2 upon root under x square plus 1 into, in denominator you will get x plus root under x square plus 1 whole square, which is your required answer of this problem. I think you understand very well, but not easy for you. And my suggestion, try to solve this problem multiple times, more than 2 times solve, such that you can command on calculation. Now I want to solve this problem again, another problem. See it. I think you understand very well. There is also another method to solve this problem. This is a good problem, so do practice this problem. Now I want to solve this problem again, another method. I want to write firstly this problem. This problem is y is equal to root under x square plus 1 plus x divided, minus x divided by root under x square plus 1 plus x. How can you differentiate with respect to x? First of all, rationalize. How can you rationalize? Multiply numerator and denominator by ix conjugate. That means root under x square plus 1 minus x root under x square plus 1 minus x. Can you differentiate? Can you multiply numerator and denominator? In that case, in numerator it will be whole square of root under x square plus 1 minus x whole to the power divided by. In denominator you will get a square minus b square, so it will be x square plus 1 minus x square. Finally you will get it cancels each other, and finally you will get x square. In denominator you will get root under x square plus 1 minus x whole to the power 2. I think you understand very well. Now we have to differentiate it with respect to x. How can you differentiate? Simply write derivative of y with respect to x, derivative of root under x square plus 1 minus x whole to the power 2 with respect to x. As you know that this function cannot be differentiated with respect to x directly. So I want to tell you, first of all, write here root under x square plus x, root under x square plus 1 minus x whole to the power 2 with respect to which term? Root under x square plus 1 minus x. Why? Because I have already told you this is in which form? X to the power n form. So in case of x to the power n, x to the power n can be differentiated with respect to only x. In that case it will be n into x to the power 1, n into x to the power n minus 1. So I have taken here for balancing it. Now I want to take again in numerator. In that case it will be derivative of root under x square plus 1 minus x with respect to x. Have you understood? Now it will be what? It will be 2 into root under x square plus 1 minus x, because 2 minus 1 will be power 1 into derivative of root under x square plus 1 with respect to x. It cannot be differentiated directly with respect to x, for which now you have to differentiate firstly with respect to x square plus 1. Sometimes you have to calculate orally, because always if you wish, always try to write each step in that, it becomes very lengthy and complex. So I will suggest you, as you know that x square, but mentally I want to tell you, can you differentiate root under x square plus 1 with respect to x? No. In that case, first of all, you have to differentiate root under x square plus 1 with respect to x square plus 1. In that case, it will be 1 upon 2 into root under x square plus 1. I think you understand. Sorry. 1 upon 2 root under x square plus 1. Now again you have to differentiate x square plus 1 with respect to x. In which form? 2x plus derivative, sorry, minus derivative of x with respect to x will be what? Minus 1 to 2 cancel. Now this is very easy for you. You can solve it by this way, this problem. I think you understand very well. Again I want to tell you, that means sometimes you have to think in your mind quickly for solve all these problems. As it, I want to suggest how can you think to solve problem quickly. Suppose there is a function root under there is given x plus root under 1 plus x square, or simply root under 1 plus x square. How can you think about it? As you know that this function cannot be differentiated with respect to x. So first of all you have to think this can be differentiated with respect to 1 plus x square. In that case, if this function can be differentiated when it is differentiated with respect to x, 1 plus x square, it will be 1 upon 2 root under 1 plus x square into. Now again, when you take here derivative of 1 plus x square, then again you have to take derivative of 1 plus x square in numerator with respect to x. In that case it becomes 2x. And it you have to sometimes consider quickly, such that during solving and for saving your time, you need to take this kind of steps in your mind. Have you understood? I think you understand very well all these problems. Now I want to solve next pattern problems for you. See here carefully. All these problems are very good. Now I want to solve next patterns problem for you. See here. Example 3, it is given that if y is equal to x plus root under x square minus 1 whole to the power n, then prove that x square minus 1 dy dx whole square is equal to m square into y square is equal to m square into y square. Now you will tell me, sir, how can we solve this kind of problem? This is very easy problem. But how can you solve? There are two methods through which you can solve this problem. First of all, see LHS and RHS, which is very simplest methods. See in LHS and RHS. See in LHS and RHS, and first of all I want to see in LHS which term is given, x square minus 1, it is given. Now you have to calculate dy dx and put here, you will get some value of LHS. Again, see in RHS and put in RHS, m square is constant, no use. Now here y is given, now here you have to put y square, that means y to the power 2, that means whole power 2 of this term. And compare both of them, you will get both is equal, so prove. Another method, first of all, simply differentiate on both sides. After differentiating, and if you have a lot of problem practice, then by your intuition idea, you can approach near this mathematical equation. Actually, this is called differential equation. In a next chapter, you will study about it. I do not like to tell you. What I have told you, simply second method, simply differentiate on both sides, and by intuition idea trying to manipulate as this way or such way, such that it becomes as it. There is no any tricks here, or there is no any clue. Simply by your intuition idea, and if your calculation power is strong, then you can direct method, that means this is also called hit and trial method, you can solve it. But second method, first method, which is very easy, simply see in LHS which term is given and which term we need to calculate, and put in LHS. Again put in LHS and compare, and you can tell about it, LHS is equal to LHS, so it is proved. Now I want to solve it. If you give me time, I can solve this problem by both methods. You can see here first method. Here y is equal to this term. I want to write root under x square minus 1 whole to the power n. Differentiating on both sides with respect to x, you will get dy dx is equal to derivative of whole power. I want to write here. Sometimes I want to write directly due to lack of space. Can I write here directly without writing x plus root under? Directly I want to write here third step. Can I write here? Sometimes I will write directly its answer, but it only depends on your practice. Now there is with respect to x. Now derivative of, suppose that this is capital X, in that case it becomes capital X to the power m. With respect to capital X, in that case it becomes m into capital X, that means x plus root under x square minus 1 with this whole to the power minus m minus 1 into derivative of x with respect to x will be 1 plus. What is the derivative of root under x square minus 1 with respect to x? You cannot differentiate directly with respect to x. As I have already told you, we have to sometimes you have to do oral, that means mental work. That means first of if you want to find the value of derivative of root under x square minus 1 with respect to x, then first of all you have to find the derivative of root under x square minus 1 with respect to x square minus 1. In that case it becomes 1 upon 2 root under x square minus 1 into, and after taking in denominator you have written this answer. Fourthly, you would also take in numerator x square minus 1. So when I have taken x square minus 1 in numerator, then again you have to differentiate with respect to x. In that case, derivative of x square will be 2x and derivative of minus 1 will be 0. So you have to write here directly 2x because you need not take 0. 2 to cancel. I think you understand very well. Now I want to tell you again, this is m into, this is what? X plus root under x square minus 1. Here m minus 1 into. Now I want to, what is this? This is 1 plus x upon root under x square minus 1. After calculating, you will get here simply after addition x plus root under x square minus 1 plus x divided by root under x square minus 1. I think you understand very well. Now as you have get what? I want to rub above part. Can I rub? Now you will get dy dx is equal to what? M into, this is both term in numerator both term is same. Its power is 1 and its power m minus 1, and base is same and it is in multiplication, so you can add its power by taking by raising power of this term, that means x square plus x plus root under x square minus 1 m minus 1 plus 1 and minus 1 vanishes together and it will be m, and in denominator you will get root under x square minus 1. Have you get? Now I want to tell you again. First of all, I want to solve by second method, in which I have told you, you have to utilize your mind totally. Without using mind, you cannot proceed. That is right. Now I want to take you, there is a given dy dx whole square, and I have got dy dx is equal to it. I think for reaching near this point, first of all we need a square on both sides, because there is whole to the power 2. So we need 2 square on both sides. So first of all I want to square it on both sides. In that case it will be m square. It will be x plus root under x square minus m whole to the power 2 divided by root under x square minus 1. If you take whole power of x square minus 1 half, power of root under x square minus, it will be radical sign will be removed and it will be simply x square minus 1. Have you understood? Now again I want to tell you that implies that it will be dy dx whole square will be, this is m square, this is m square, If you see, there is also m square. Now I want to tell you what is this? There is y. Can you write here y? Why? Because y is equal to same term. So I want to write m square. And after cross multiplication, it comes in LHS, so it will be x square minus 1. Now if you see, it has proved. Now if you see, it has proved. Have you understood very easily? All these problems are very easy. Only you have to utilize your mind. How can you reach near this point? This is your second method. And if you want to solve by first method, it is also very easy. How? See here. I want to have this part. If divide x is equal to m into x plus root under x square minus 1 to the power m divided by root under x square minus 1, then divide x whole square will be what? It will be m square whole to the power 2 and radical sign is removed simply. This is what? Divide x whole to the power 2. Have you understood? Now, and what is the this is your divide x whole square. Now you have to put in LHS. In LHS. After putting in LHS, what will you get? You will get x square minus 1 into divide x whole square. That means what square of this term? That means m square. There is m square into x plus root under x square minus 1 whole to the power m. As you know that this is y, so can you write here y simply? Y square divided by x square minus 1. Have you understood? Simply I have taken divide x whole square. In that case, here you will get x square minus 1, x square minus 1 cancel. Finally you will get m square into y square. What is this? This is nothing, just RHS. Now you need not separately calculate RHS. Sometimes you will calculate, but here there is no need. So you will get directly answer. I think you understand very easily. Now I again tell you, you can solve. This is simplest method. This is simplest method. No need of any extra mind. But sometimes I want to again tell, when you differentiate this function, sometimes you will get again same function after manipulating. As you know that when you manipulate, you will not miss, you will get again in this term. But when you manipulate, because during solving in first case, first step you will get a whole power of this term will be a minus 1. But in second term, when you calculate carefully, you will get again same term. That means x plus root under x minus 1, whose real power is 1. And after using exponent rule, you will get a same value. That means y. So I am taking here. Only need your concentration during solving problems. This kind of problem. Now I again take next problem for you. And I think you can solve all these problems. All these problems are very easy. Sometimes need only. I think you can solve all problems. Still, I want to solve one or two problems. Second will be, see here, exercise example 4, here is given that differentiate with respect to x. First will be y is equal to tan 4x. How can we differentiate? It is very easy. Differentiating on both sides with respect to x. Firstly, write dy dx is equal to derivative of tan 4x with respect to what? X. But as you know that this cannot be differentiated with respect to x directly. So first of all, differentiate with respect to which form? As you know that in which formula it is given? Tan theta. And you know that derivative of tan theta is equal to only with respect to theta, which will be what? Sec square theta. So I want to tell you, there need to be what? The 4x, and again differentiate 4x with respect to x, because 4x can be differentiated with respect to x. In that case, it will be sec square 4x into derivative of 4x with respect to x will be what? 4 is constant in a multiplication form, so it can be taken as outer side. In a multiplication, derivative of x with respect to x will be 1. So it will be finally 4 into sec square 4x, which is your required answer of this problem. Again take second problem. Suppose that y is equal to root under sin x. How can you differentiate it? Simply, this is a very simple problem. Firstly, differentiate on both sides with respect to x. Can you write here dy dx is equal to d root under sin x with respect to x? Yes. Now I want to tell you again. Can you differentiate root under sin x with respect to x? No. because it is first of all, if you see, this is root, and this is in which form? Root x form, and root x is only differentiated with respect to x. So first of all, you have to differentiate root under sin x with respect to which form? With respect to which term? Sin x, because suppose that sin x is equal to p. Then p is differentiated, that means root under, it will be root under p, and root under p is only differentiated p. So I have taken here p. Now again you have to differentiate sin x, and you know that sin x can be differentiated only with respect to x. Now it will be what? 1 upon 2 root under sin x, and sin derivative of sin x with respect to x will be what? Cos x. So it says will be cos x by 2 root sin x. Again I want to take third problem. Third will be y is equal to cos x cube. Differentiating on both sides, similar way. See here, you will get derivative of cos x cube with respect to x, but it cannot be differentiated with respect to x. Why? Because cos x is differentiated only with respect to x, but in place of x it is given that x cube. So first of all, you have to differentiate cos x cube with respect to x cube, and again x cube with respect to x. In that case, you will get derivative of cos theta. This is nothing, derivative of cos theta. Suppose that x cube is theta. Theta is, cos theta is differentiated with respect to theta. So derivative of cos theta will be what? Minus sin theta. So its answer will be, I want to write here, minus sin x cube into derivative of x cube will be what? 3x square. So it is its multiplication. I think you understand very well. Again, I want to take fourth problem. In fourth problem, it is given that y is equal to sin square 3x plus 5. Sin square 3x plus 5. I want to tell you, it is what? This is nothing. This is sin 3x plus 5 whole square. In which formula form it is? It makes. It is simply capital X whole to the power 2. Or you can tell me p to the power 2. In that case, p to the power 2 or p to the power n is only differentiated with respect to p. So I want to again tell you, can you write here dy dx is equal to the derivative of sin 3x plus 5 whole to the power 2 with respect to only which term? Sin 3x. Firstly, differentiated with respect to sin 3x plus 5. Firstly, differentiated with respect to sin 3x plus 5, and after differentiating sin 3x plus 5, again you have to differentiate sin 3x plus 5 with. Can you differentiate this function with respect to x? No. Why? Because this is not a simple form of sin x. This is sin 3x plus 5. Suppose that 3x plus 5 is equal to theta. If this is theta, in that case it will be sin theta, and sin theta is differentiated only in terms of theta. So now we have to take here theta. What is theta? Theta is 3x plus 5. Again you have to take in numerator sin 3x plus simply 3x plus 5. Can you differentiate 3x plus 5 with respect to x? Yes. So now we have to write here. Now we have to proceed simple way. What is the, suppose that this is capital X whole to the power whole to the power 2 differentiated with respect to capital X. In that case it will be 2 into capital X. What is capital X? Capital is x is equal to sin 3x plus 5. Only for convenience I have supposed many kind of terms. Otherwise it is very easy. What is the derivative of sin theta with respect to theta? Will be cos theta. What is cos theta? In place of theta there is given 3x plus 5. Now derivative of 3x plus 5, as you know that 3 is constant. So now I want to take outer side, and derivative of x will be derivative of x with respect to x will be 1. So 3 into 1 will be 3, and derivative of 5 will be 0. So its answer will be this term. Now again I want to take another problem for you. Problem 5. This is a good problem for you again. Problem 5, there is given y is equal to sin cos x whole to the power 3. How can you differentiate? It is also very easy. Simply differentiate with respect to x dy dx, derivative of sin cos x to the power 3. Have you understood? How can you differentiate? First of all, write here. Now, if you see, it is what? Sin theta. Sin theta is only differentiated in terms of theta. But there is in place of theta there is given cos x cube. Means that first of all you have to differentiate with respect to theta, where theta is equal to what? Cos x cube. For managing you have to take in numerator. Can you differentiate cos x cube with respect to x? No, because this is not the simplest for cos x. If there is a cos x, then you can differentiate with respect to x, but there is given cos x cube. So you have to differentiate it with respect to x cube. Again, x2 is simply differentiated with respect to x. Now you can see, I want to write this term here because so that it looks in a standard form. Derivative of x2 will be 3x square. Derivative of cos x will be minus sin x2 into derivative of, be careful here, derivative of sin theta, this is theta, sin theta with respect to theta will be cos theta. Cos theta, what is theta? Theta is equal to cos x. Sometimes the student confuse it, so I have now I want to tell you, now you have to solve all these problems. Actually time is up. Now we have to solve all these problems. That means from example I have taken a lot of example from 1 to 8 example and exercise up to 30. 8b 1 to 30. You have to complete. Thereafter in next class again I will start more derivative of a trigonometric function. In next class I will discuss derivative of a trigonometric function, in which mostly I will use different kind of trigonometric formula. Otherwise there is nothing. I will try to solve more problems. That means in next class that we can cover derivative of logarithmic and exponential function by taking trigonometric function. Thanks all of you. In next class I will again meet you. Bye all of you.